Yeah, I'm calm. I've always been, even when I wrestled, you know, it was like, if I ever, like, first of all, if I didn't have nerves, I didn't perform. It's the same way when I fight. And I'm nervous the further out the fight is. The week of, I'm nervous. The day of, I'm nervous. And then, like, it's just, you get to the arena or wherever you're fighting and something clicks in your head, or at least for me anyways. The closer I get to the fight, the more confident, and then the fight gets there and the bell rings and it's like, here we are. You're in a sanctioned fist fight now. Like, you've had time to think about it and now it's getting ready to happen. And at that moment, you know, instinct kicks in. It was the same way when I wrestled. I think maybe when I wrestled I was a little bit more nervous. It's a little different for me. Like, it's still competing. I'm not one of those guys that looks at a fight like, hey, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna hurt this guy and kill him. My goal is, me personally, I wanna make money and I wanna have, I guess, fun doing it while I'm doing it, but I wanna, the gratification for me comes from, you know, all the training and stuff is when, after the fight, when I win and my hand gets raised. That's the single moment that makes me feel accomplished, that, you know, what all the work that I put in and feel good about myself and feel, I don't know, like dominant at that, you know, that particular moment. It's just, it was the same way. It's the reason I wrestled. It's, yeah, it's great making money fighting. For me, I haven't made any type of big money or anything, but it's the feeling that you get, the adrenaline after winning. It was the same reason that, you know, after I started wrestling, that hooked me into wrestling was getting my hand raised, and especially getting my hand raised in front of a big crowd of people. There's no better feeling. It's like, it's a euphoric feeling that, you know, nothing really else that I've experienced can match. It's completely different. It makes you feel accomplished afterwards, but it was, it's hard, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and it definitely burns your lungs out. But it's good, you know, it's a grind. Joke all the time, you know, my brother, I didn't get blessed with, and I still say this and people say I'm wrong, but I didn't get blessed with athletic genes in the family. My brother did, you know. I was a better wrestler in high school, but he was a much better wrestler in college. He's a college coach now, Division I college coach back in America, so he's the athletic one. But no, to me, I'm not strong, I've never been strong. I mean, I'm okay strength-wise, but nothing like a lot of the guys that I go up against or train with. But I've always had a good set of lungs, and especially when I think push comes to shove, you know, I would rather have cardio any day of the week to be able to, you know, to continue to go. But I guess the best thing to have is cardio, a set of brains, and be a smart fighter and have the intestinal fortitude to go, because, man, fighting teaches you a lot about yourself.
George is a guy, it's amazing to me. He tells you all the time how I'm really not that good of an athlete. In my college, my wrestling coach told me I was slow, wasn't that athletic. I don't think he realizes that his coach is probably trying to keep him humble. He's actually a really good athlete. Very smooth, very quick. He could do a standing backflip. He's got the explosiveness. The big thing, though, is his maturity. You know, he's not your typical fighter who lives on a shoestring budget, spends his money as soon as he gets it, takes a lot of dumb risks. You know, he's a full-time car salesman, works 6 days a week and trains full-time around that schedule, and he's been very successful. And he's gotten really good in a short period of time in mixed martial arts. I mean, for a wrestler, he's got great striking. His jiu-jitsu is really solid. I told him since really the first time I met him, he's UFC caliber today. And I think he'll do quite well, you know, if he can really get comfortable mentally with his skill set and get confident, which takes time. He's only got 5 fights. So I think the sky's the limit for a guy who's that smart, well-spoken. I think he could be very marketable, and, you know, he's a competitor. He's darn good and darn tough, so I think he'll do well.
I have a manager, and then I have Brian Stann as well. He, you know, looks after a lot, or gives me, I shouldn't say looks after, but he gives me, you know, good advice. And he's like a big brother to me as well, but a stern big brother. He's not like the big brother you joke around with. You know, before I left Atlanta, really, for me to come to Tiger, he was one of the biggest influences. Basically, he's helped me a lot, man, and guided me a lot. And, you know, he basically just said, you need to pack your shit and you need to go to Thailand. And then I would have like a question like, well, what about? And he was just like, stop, just pack your bags and go.